ultimate game of the college football season, we have something rare and special. A collision of two undefeated teams who have battled through adversity, managed to get here without a single blemish on the record. Can you believe it? Now one of them will emerge as an undefeated national champion. Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. To pass. It's Mendoza. Throws it to the right. What a catch! Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Gets the first and still running. He brings him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, that's exactly what this guy can do. He is a burner. Easily, in my opinion, one of the fastest guys in all of college football. And when you don't have him accounted for, this is what he's going to do to your defense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Indiana. They strike first in this national title bout. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done. And to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Lee. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets some space and on the 30. They lose the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Play action here on first down. Grab behind the line. It's toss. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. It's a run to the left. Breaks into open space. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Automatic in the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking to scramble to his left. They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
From their own 7, it's now 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. On the move now. Look out. Room to run here. Breaks into the clear. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing...
He'll take a deep shot here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Moves out of the pocket. Contact as he let the ball go. Incomplete again. A 3rd straight misfire. Brings up 4th down now.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. Nice grab. It's Cooper. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it, and instead, they give up a 1st down. This could cost them.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. From the shotgun, drops back. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it deep in the middle of the field. He's got it right near the end zone. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with 1st and goal. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Who says he need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lee. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense would take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
You know, heave the ball deep down that right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So one explosive play has put this offense in scoring position, getting close now to the red zone. They'll run it to the left. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Some hard running there through a tackle. 1st down, looking for more now. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Rebels. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
And maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner choosing to field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense is back out there on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. To throw, it's Mendoza. Bringing pressure. Hit as he released it. The tight end makes the catch downfield. What a sag by the senior.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Now, juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
Big conversion there on third down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
And the Hoosiers are looking to keep this drive going. Caught in the backfield. It's Bond. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
That pass ball is incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looking to scramble. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense able to fall on the loose ball, but it will still be a turnover on downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. On the move now. Oh, he swarmed him again.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and then at the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. The sure hands. It's Lacey. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Rebels will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Pressure is coming. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. Can't connect with a long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Short pass finds the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The Hoosiers pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. And the Hoosiers will have 1st and 10 here. And the back gets the football. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Indiana. This offense cannot be stopped.
Heck of a job here on that combination block to open this hole up. You know, when you have 5 blockers that can work as one unit, that's as good as there is in college football and a very underrated aspect of any great team.
And they tack on the extra point. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Here's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Breaks into open space. Has the 1st down and more. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They were not going to catch him that time. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Turner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. He's running out of time here. Catch made, wide open, way downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Ball handed off. Running through the tackle.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Bootleg looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wallace. He stopped him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And on the carry, he's heading left. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Even though that was incomplete, that was a savvy play by the quarterback to escape the pocket and the pressure to avoid taking the sack there.
Drop in back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Wallace. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Handoff running right. They test the middle there, but get nothing. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kurt.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Play number 8 in this championship game drive, and they face third down and short. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. To the air, it's Mendoza. Finally heaves it deep down the middle. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Bringing it out, it's Lee. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They were effective in the first half, but the way their defense is playing, they had better keep a pressure and sack and being tackled inside the 10.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So back to their own 9-yard line, it's 2nd and long. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. A deep shot to the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And that one produces a decent gain. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
The Hoosiers will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the stop, but a big play. Lose the ball to the red zone.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Indiana. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's an important first down on that running play. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is why you don't predetermine what to do with the ball as a quarterback. He wants to throw this as he rolls out to his right, but instead he keeps his eyes downfield, recognizes there's nobody open, so instead he decides to become the runner, and he's a real threat when he has the ball in his hands.
Crosses the 10-yard line. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Looking to scramble. through a man, a mismatch. And they finally stop it at the 3. The offense really threatening now. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
He makes the grab in the end zone. The two-pointer gets him back within a field goal.
Well, this is exactly how you climb back into a game. Great execution, not only in the touchdown, but then they get the two-point conversion as well. And now it's a field goal game. Time to see if the defense can get a stop and capitalize on this shifting momentum.
And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Gets it out quickly to the left side. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Over the middle and incomplete. Important third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. That's caught. It's Bond. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And the Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
He hands it to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move now. Finds his man. It's Beebe.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
The Hoosiers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. first play of the drive, they'll set up from the 13. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. Kirk, it's Ole Miss on top. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes a diving grab there. That was beautiful.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to...
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back has it on the screen now. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Delivers quickly to the left side. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Oh, so close to executing here on the fourth down play in the fourth quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you're going to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
They're going to run it here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. To bootleg here. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. He gets loose. Defense not fooled by the wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down play coming up. There's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And the Rebels pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Here's the second down play. Looking for a receiver.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball.
End zone ahead. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for this offense. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Bringing it out, it's Morris. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Back in motion now. To the air. It's Mendoza. Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. Tries the right with a quick throw. Caught. He's wide open. Look out.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Back to throw again. Swarmed with a pass rush. A sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. The pocket breaking down. There's contact on the throw. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
Boy, Chris, you just know down by a couple possessions late in this game, they had to be able to deliver here on this 4th down to give themselves a shot. By not getting the 1st down, this one feels like it's over.
Leaning on the run game here late. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
You make the stop, but that gains enough to set him up 1st down at the 14.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. You know, he smothered right at the line for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. And there's the handoff. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official your kings of college football and national champions, the Ole Miss Rebels.